Hello, today I'm going to do an exercise that's pretty well known in the physical therapy world. It's just kind of a 4-point kneeling or a quadruped, kneeling with my tush against the wall. So why would I do this? I would do this to help with my core stability. I would do this to give me pelvic floor awareness. I would do this because we're starting to move out of a posture on your back into more upright postures, working on the neck and maintaining endurance in the core. So in order to show you, I have my ball right here, and I'm just gonna put the ball against the wall so it's stable and it doesn't roll. And then I'm gonna go into my 4-point kneeling. And I do have to kind of put my legs around the wall because my legs are not as wide as, my femurs are a little bit, my pelvis, is a little bit more narrow than this ball. I'm gonna have my shoulders my hands right underneath my shoulders, my goodness. And I'm going to do a little bit of tension in the core. Now, when I tension the core, I'm not tucking the tush under. That's not what we're doing. So we're employing our neutral core position that you guys know so well. And for me, I'm also noticing I really want to be shifted over to this left sit bone, and I have a lot more weight on this left heel. So I'm going to and I also feel I have more weight on the outside of the left hand. So I'm going to use my hands and my trunk and my core and my knees and everything and get myself nice and centered. In other words, I'm not just swinging myself around from my core with no attachment or understanding of what's going on with the weight in my knees, in my pelvis, and in my hands. So everything is going to move together. Great. Now I feel more centered. And then here I also don't want to be rounded through my chest, but I want to be able to keep myself in a nice neutral position, a little bit of energy through the arms and the shoulders without hyperextending. And then can I take a breath into the back of the ribs? And then exhale by zipping up through the core. Now, before I was kind of down in this forward head position, so you probably noticed I brought my head back. But when I'm thinking about bringing my head back, I'm actually thinking about stretching the top of the head more towards the wall in front of me. If I'm down here, my head is kind of pointed, off in a position that I don't want. So I really want to stay long through that neck. Now I can start to be more exciting. Lift one arm up, shift weight to the right, lift the other arm up. So as I do this weight shift, I have to actually regain control over my left shoulder, bear weight through the full hand, get the scapula on the rib cage, and then I can lift the other arm up. And that's a progression of the very basic quadruped exercise. I could get more exciting by starting to do some like W's, which are always tricky. So with the W's, what tends to happen is people get into some kind of weird position. So it's like I'm sliding my hand on a pane of glass. And I can start to add weights as well if I wanted to. But really, this exercise is meant to progress eventually to something more exciting. And that's it.